Hello, everybody, and welcome to Under the Yard Sports. My name is David Woldingen, and today we're talking Cardinals baseball. However, before I do that, please remember to hit subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our Facebook page, Instagram page, and X. Now, the Cardinals have gone on a bit of a run here recently, uh, taking series win against the Anaheim Angels, series win against the Boston Red Sox. Then they had a sweep against Baltimore. And they took both games in the Cubs series because one of the games, the third game of that series, was rained out and postponed to later in the season. Uh, my question to everybody now uh, is this sustainable for the Cardinals? Is what they're doing right now what we're going to see for the rest of the year, or is just a streak they're on at the moment? And don't get me wrong, some of the teams that played are really good. But then if you look at the series right before that, they lost 3 out of 4 to Milwaukee. The Cardinals are currently fighting closer to 500 baseball, kind of what Eric and I had predicted at the beginning of the season. Um, and honestly, if they stand pat, I could see them hovering right around 500 for the rest of the year. As I go through this, feel free to let us know your thoughts on what's going on. Is this just a streak that the team is on right now, or is this something to keep your eye on? And can they make a decent run? Uh, a couple of the big issues I have right now is the Cardinals do not have a fifth starter going right now. And it seems to be all but certain that Matthew Liberatore is going to stay in the bullpen from here on out, which means other pitchers look possibly like Palante and some other guys are going to get a shot at that fifth start. But until they get someone as a true fifth starter or Matz comes back, which who knows when that's going to happen, I honestly think the Cardinals are going to be stretched thin in the bullpen. They're going to struggle a little bit, or they might do a marathon of bullpen pitchers like a Palante and a Liberatore to eat up a bunch of innings. Again, not sure that's sustainable because if you guys remember from last year when they started doing that, the bullpen really got tired out. And during this stretch, it's been one of the strengths of the Cardinals. But as you continue down this road, and they need a continued fifth starter, the bullpen's going to have to eat some of those innings. So when you put that type of pressure on the bullpen, are they going to be able to maintain the pace they're going, or are they going to start to crack? The other thing I want to say is Goldschmidt is starting to heat up, but we still don't see a lot from Arenado. It's been traditionally said that Goldschmidt is a slow starter. He was especially slow this year, but as the temperatures warm up, he tends to warm up, and he's starting to show that in the stretch, which the Cardinals desperately need. When you have Jordan Walker in AAA trying to work on things, not knowing if he's going to even make it back this year. Uh, don't forget Tommy Eben, who's still MIA due to his injury. And then you got guys like Dylan Carlson, Nolan Gorman, uh, just struggling, if you will. Um, the good news is Brendan Donovan and then is starting to get better, and you're starting to see signs out of Newtmar too, hitting wise. If this team can get some bats going, it could really take the pressure off some of these pitching games. Kind of the way they've been winning games is the pitchers getting through 5 or 6 in the bullpen holding on. But the other disconcerting thing I've been seeing lately is a lot of errors by this defensive side of things. Mason Wynn seems to be committing a bunch, which as a rookie, I kind of expect. Uh, I mean, this is a second year with the club, but as a young guy, he's not quite there playing 162 games. So he's going to have some days where he's making mistakes. But then you see someone like Nolan Arenado who's struggling with the bat, who's known for his defense, come up and he's had 4 errors on the season. That's what concerns me, is because when you start struggling not only with the bat but with your fielding as well, then you really psychologically have it in your head that you're struggling, and it's going to be real hard to pull out of the struggles and it turns into something like a yips or just burying yourself for the season and falling into sort of depression, if you will. Uh, but back to my original question, is this sustainable? With Goldie's resurgence with the bat, possibly, but the pitching has to hold up. Uh, Sonny Gray can't have a relapse with his leg injury, his hamstring issue. I know he's mentioned that he would like to take um, a pass on his next stint through the lineup to give his leg a rest, which hopefully the Cardinals go through with because you can't lose him for another 3 or 4 weeks straight. So give him his chance to nurse him back to health properly. With hamstring injuries, you have to be very careful so they don't reoccur, if you will. Uh, but then now you're looking at two starters you have to replace, and you're putting even more pressure on the bullpen. Uh, on top of that, the Cardinals have struggled against Central Division foes. The ones that have played, take a look at the Milwaukee series, they really struggled there. And a lot of it just had to come to do with the bats aren't doing a lot. Can they start stringing together hits? It as abysmal as it's been with the talent they have, if they can put some of that together and start swinging the bat better, it really will take the pressure off and allow this team to relax a little bit. And if that happens, they could go on a tear. Um, really, though, in order for this to be sustainable, they have to be healthy. They have to continue getting healthy, getting their guys back. Uh, Hopefully, Jordan Walker will figure things out in AAA, come back with a little pop. Uh, but let us know in the comments sections what you guys think. But let us know in the comment sections what you guys think. And let us know if you guys think this is something we could see for the foreseeable future, or will the Cardinals relapse and start losing a bunch of games, or will they just stay around 500? Personally, I think they're going to level off. They had the extreme where they kept losing all these games. Now they're having the extreme where they're winning all these games. I think eventually it's going to level out. And instead of going on these streaks, you're just going to see 500 baseball. Personally, that's what I see happening. What do you guys think is going to happen? Anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching Under the Arch Sports, and we'll come back to you with further Cardinal updates as they happen and all other sports. Thank you guys for watching.